Hello everyone, welcome to PodLib Podcast Library. And today's is our second episode of PodLib Podcast Library. And with me, Maya Agustina, as the host of our second episode of PodLib. And today we have very special guest. It's why it's so special because it's not from Unikal, it's not from Pekalongan, it's not from Central Java, even not from Indonesia. They're from Philippines. Hello guys. Okay, thank you so much for being here. We're so honored to have you guys here. And oh my god, I'm really nervous here to get to get you here. And hello guys, ang pangalan ko ay Maya Agustina. Is that right?
Yes. That's correct. That's correct.
good. It means my name is Maya Agustina,
Yeah.
right? And there's another sentence that I know. It's mahal kita.
Oh,
Mahal kita.
That's really good.
Okay. Can you guys introduce yourselves to our friend that watching live stream right now in YouTube Perpustakaan Unikal?
I think
Maybe start from you.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charlene L. Arendaying. I'm currently a third year student of Bachelor of Arts in English Language in Capiz State University, Mambusaw Satellite College. Hello.
What should we call you?
But you can call me Cha.
Cha. Okay, Cha.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Johanna O. Olives, but you can call me Jo. I'm currently a fourth-year student pursuing Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English.
Okay.
Yes, from Capiz State University, Burias campus.
What should we call you?
You can call me Jo.
Okay, Joe.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daniel Villanueva, and 22 years old. John call me Dan, and I'm from Capiz State University, Dayo Satellite College, fourth-year student pursuing Bachelor of Elementary Education.
Okay, what we should call you?
Dan.
Dan. Okay, Cha, Joe, and Dan.
Dan, yes.
Okay, so you guys are from Capiz State University.
Yes.
I've already read about Capiz State University, and they have various fields of study like agriculture,
Yes.
fishery, forestry, education, technology, etc. There are a lot more. And Capiz has 10 sites located. It's far from one another. Yeah, and the center of administration in Roxas City.
Rojas City.
Oh, Rojas, not Roxas.
No,
Apa,
it's Rojas.
Okay, that's a cool name of city of region because in here we just have Kertijayan. It's so different from Rojas to Kertijayan. Okay. Next, you already talked about your major. You're from art,
Bachelor of Arts in English Language.
and you're from
Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English.
And I'm from Bachelor of Elementary Education.
elementary. Okay, thank you guys. And okay, so you guys here you're gonna teach, right?
Yes. Yes.
You guys already teach in school?
Currently, I am the teaching assistant in SMK Medica for grade 11 students.
I've already started teaching last Tuesday at SMP Negri for Pekalongan.
I see.
Actually, I started teaching also last Monday.
So it's from for each other. What do you think about teaching in school?
Okay. For me, my experience so far is that the students are like really interested, like they're really curious, but they say at the same time they're like really shy and like they're like whenever I try to speaking with them, it's like, oh no, what should I say? But overall, I think some of them are like, they have potential to like to improve more. But I think most of my students, especially the students I'm teaching right now, are like very shy.
What do you think? Do you have any interesting story that you
Oh.
teach?
In my case, it is my first time teaching here internationally and here in Indonesia. But I have experience in our country. So it is a new experience for me. And from what I've observed, some students do understand English when I teach, since I've already started teaching last Tuesday. But most of them does not really understand English, so it is really hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
got
but
it, got
we
it.
have our buddies that are helping us in translating, so it makes everything easy.
Easy, exciting, exciting.
Oh, in my case, also same with Ja and Joe. Some of the students are shy, active, and some of them are difficult to understand English. And also, I was shocked because every morning the teachers, like 7 a.m., they were waiting for the students
Uh-huh.
to come in school, and the students like doing this every day to the teacher.
Yeah, it's what is it called? Maybe like a greeting, something
Yeah,
like that.
greetings.
Yeah, it's a beautiful culture. It's only here. Is it in Filipino doing that too?
I think we have also that similar culture. We call it like pagmano. So
Oh,
with someone
yeah.
older, we also do that. But I think the reason Dan is shocked is like we don't like do that like in like before the classes start. So like
Oh.
they're like, oh, that made him like just surprised.
Yeah, in Indonesia we're doing it every morning. It's a must here. Okay, you guys are in a C teacher program,
Yeah.
right? And this program gonna run or last in 1 month.
Yes.
And you guys already been here in 2 weeks.
Yes,
already
yes,
been
yes,
2
yes.
weeks. And what activities you have done here so far? Like teaching and what else?
Okay, I think here in Unikal they teach us about the basics of batik, and actually like last week we did like draw our patterns, so maybe next week we will actually finish our own batiks, and like what they call we also went to the Setono, like the market for
Yeah, the
batiks,
markets.
and yeah.
Maybe you can tell us about how is Pasar Setono? How is the Setono market?
Setono. So after we went to the Setono, I've seen a lot of batik clothes. It's actually a new feeling for me seeing batik clothes, since we really want to buy batik clothes to bring in the Philippines to give to our parents, also to our loved ones. Yes.
How are you, Daniel? What do you think about learning batik? Is it difficult? What do you think about learning batik?
Learning batik, for me it's a bit difficult because I don't like to draw, but when I saw the design, it feels like I want to do that also.
Yeah, okay. But it's exciting, right? To
Yeah.
learn batik. And by the way, guys, Universitas Pekalongan is the only the batik major, the only in Universitas Pekalongan apa ya? Only here. A batik major is only here in Batik Pekalongan. So there's no other place that have batik as their major. So if you guys want to learn batik, come here to Universitas Pekalongan.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are already doing a lot of things, teaching, learning batik, and try food, culinary, something like that. So, talking about culture, batik is our culture in Indonesia, and culture is not about traditional, but sometimes it's what we doing every day. For example, you guys already eat lesehan in lesehan way, right? And for example, other is in Indonesia, sometimes we eat using bare hands. Is it doing that too in Philippines?
Yeah, I think we also eat to in like with bare hands, and sometimes we do this like in gatherings. We call this budol fight, wherein like we prepare like banana leaves, and then all of our food is there, and like for example, if we have like gatherings, all of us will eat with bare hands. But but the thing that shocked me the most was like the lesehan, because we encountered it at like the first night of our arrival here, and like I mean like I was just like, they're sitting in the floor.
How we eat in the restaurant,
Like, is it okay if we sit in the floor? And when I see like, okay, that is a culture here in Indonesia.
Everyone like it lesehan. It's so comfortable, and for me, I like it too. Lesehan. Talking about culture, Indonesia we have lesehan, something like that. I do research, and in Filipino, you have culture which is karaoke, right? Karaoke is your culture. Everyone doing it. It's not hobby anymore. It's culture. Everyone doing it. And because of karaoke is their culture, you guys must be good singers.
Yes, we
You
have.
guys are good singers, right?
Yes, special here.
Can you tell me? I think she is so special. He your singer. Can you tell me about your singer? Maybe What's your experience?
My experience like when I start singing, I was the one who presented in our department, like from education. One of the representative who
Oh.
compete.
Oh my God! Applause to Ken. He is the representative of his university. Being a singer, that's good. Oh my God, amazing. And talking about song, in Indonesia there are a lot of viral song from Filipino. And for example, this song I really like it a lot, guys. The song is this. Lalayana Bako. Do you know it?
Yes.
It's Pano from Zak Tabudlo.
Yes, Zak Tabudlo.
Zak
Yes.
Tabudlo, right? And you guys already know this song. Let's sing together.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna count to 3. Let's sing from the La La Yona Bako. Okay, 1, 2, 3. La La Yona Bako, pananaman ako, nahulog na sa'yo, binitawan mo lang batala ako. Okay. Applause, guys. So good. And your voice is so beautiful. It's not like me. I'm really a shader a lot. I don't really sing a lot, guys. And you are a good singer because you're doing karaoke every time. Okay, that's beautiful song. And I have one more song that's really good too. It's called Mabagal. It's sung by Daniel Padilla. Daniel, you are the singer here. You make the song Mabagal, right?
What's that?
We have similar names.
Let's sing together again. Let's start from Gusto. Let's sing it together. Okay. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3. Gusto kitang isayaw ng mabagal. Gusto kitang isayaw ng mabagal. Hawak kamay, pikit-pikit mata, sumasabay sa musika. Gusto kitang isayaw ng mabagal. Okay, applause everyone. That's so good. Thank you. That's so fun. I'm enjoying so much, and also connect to. We already talking about culture. Like in Filipino, you have karaoke as your culture. In
Karaoke.
Indonesia, we have lesehan as our culture, and we're gonna talking about something that connect to culture too. We're gonna talking about language, and we're gonna do games. Is it already here? Yeah. One of my friend gonna say some words in English, and we're gonna say it in our language. I'm gonna say it in Indonesia, and you guys gonna say it in Tagalog, right? Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Her name is Nura. Hello, Nura. She's gonna say the word, and we're gonna say it in our language.
Okay.
And she's gonna count to 3. We're gonna say it together.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have 7 words. Let's begin. The first word is umbrella.
Umbrella.
1, 2, 3.
Payung.
Oh, the difference is you guys say payung.
Yes.
Yeah, in Indonesia we say payung. Okay, next.
Okay. Next is us or we.
Huh?
1, 2, 3.
Kami. It's the proof that our language is similar, yeah, right? And then next,
Is I.
I.
1, 2, 3.
Aku. Yeah, it's different. It's like aku, and then you guys aku, but it's so similar. The
Yes.
difference is just O and U.
Yes.
Okay, next is crocodile.
Oh, crocodile.
1, 2, 3.
Buaya.
Oh, buaya, it's same. And then
Okay. Next is god.
Goat,
Okay,
sheep.
yeah.
yeah,
1, 2, 3.
kambing. So same. Everything is same. Okay. There's another.
Next is sky.
Sky. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Langit.
Okay.
There's another.
And the last word is eye.
I. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Mata.
Oh.
Is it alright? Is it done? Okay. Applause for her. Oh my God. So language Tagalog in
Yes.
Indonesia are similar,
Yes.
even like have same words like
Yes.
mata, payung, payong, aku, it's similar and it's same. Okay, but you guys learn Indonesian language?
Yes. So yeah. So far, yeah, the the one phrase that I've always used is terima kasih.
Oh, terima kasih. I know terima kasih in Tagalog. Wait, I'm gonna read it. Selamat po.
Yes.
Selamat po. Okay, is it difficult to learn English? Learn Indonesian language?
For me, like I think for us, maybe we are not yet like what do you call that, like familiar with some words. That's why sometimes when someone talks, I'm like, what? We're still confused. But I think word wise, if we're like going with word, like it's very like for me, if we have like more like like time, I think we can study it more. So like
I have to. What do you think, Joy? Is it difficult to learn Indonesian language?
For me, it's not, but yeah, it is really difficult for me. And but yeah, I've also learned some Indonesian words like the satu, dua, tiga.
Satu, dua,
Yes,
tiga,
we
yeah.
also learned that here in the Unikal library last week, I think. And yes, but mostly I use Google Translate to
Yeah.
understand some
I
words
get it,
in
huh?
Indonesian. Yes.
Go. Either.
Yeah, maybe then you can tell me, is it difficult? What do you think about Indonesian language?
For me, it's a little bit difficult because when I knew some words in Indonesian, another day I forgot.
Okay. I understand learning new language is always difficult,
Yes. But I know some numbers because my buddies teach me
Oh,
how to guess the numbers.
you already have friend here?
Yeah,
Our buddies.
Our buddies. Yeah, okay. So fun. And you guys, since like you here in Pekalongan, native local language that we use is Javanese language.
Yeah.
It's Java. Do you guys learn Javanese too?
I think like so far because also in the school that I'm teaching they are mostly like speaking Bahasa, so I think only the greetings I've like it but enjeng
Oh,
enjeng sorry
Enjeng,
yeah I think that the greetings are like the ones that I am most familiar to because I think when I try to search it's like and also the language that we use like in everyday is like bahasa
Bahasa
Indonesian. And I
Okay.
think also they are
Yeah.
same
We have the same experience with Ja.
Okay, so not really learn Japanese, but
Yeah.
you guys
Yes.
learn
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna teach you one sentence in Japanese. It's matur nuwun.
Maternum.
Matur nuwun.
Matur.
Yeah, it means terima kasih.
Terima
Okay,
kasih.
terima kasih.
Thank you.
Yeah, matur nuwun.
Matur nuwun.
Okay. Yeah, he's laughing. Sir laughing because he know what is matur nuwun. Yeah, sometimes we like it's matur nuwun. Yeah, it's so nice. And yeah, talking about language, I think our friends in YouTube, maybe they watched it. They have a really big question that we want to ask. Is it, how do you guys learn English? Because everyone want to good in English, right?
Okay.
Maybe each of you guys can give us tips to learn English.
Oh, okay. Me. For me, in my own experience, aside from in the Philippines, the education of like in English is like part of the curriculum. So yeah, so you are really like you are really need to learn English. But aside from that, my hobbies are. Currently right now is like watching YouTube videos, and it so happens like the most of the videos that I watch have like English subtitles or like but made by like for example like by Americans, so sometimes I learn from them. And also like yeah, I think most of my time like I like watching videos. I think that's the for me that's the most like biggest factor in learning
I
English,
see.
like watching like anything like related with like English.
How about you, Chad? You have some tips to us?
So in my case, as Chas said, it's English is in our curriculum.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
So we are learning English as our second language in our country. And in my case, I've also learned English from our school, but it's my hobby mostly. Also, I read. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Reading is my hobby. Yes,
Mhm.
I read like novels and mangas. I read mangas, like the comic books.
Yeah, manga are
Yes.
so good,
Yes,
right?
yes,
I
they
think.
are.
Uh-huh.
I've also watched some movies in
Uh-huh.
English, and I've also watched some anime. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I've also learned English from there.
Okay, how about you, John?
Same with Ja and Joe. Our the English language is in our curriculum,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then uh, I learned some English by watching also in YouTube. Like I usually watch what you call that, a game like
Oh,
tournament,
yeah.
chess tournament. That's why I also if they have other language, I usually turn on the subtitle to English.
Mhm.
Then my hobby is also watching anime to the subtitle. is
Anime
on
are so good. I like anime
Yeah.
so much. So you guys, if you want to improve your English,
Yeah, watch.
do things, learn it with the things that you like.
Yes,
Watching
yes.
movie, game, anime, and read. You know,
Yeah.
just do it with the things that you like. It's gonna
Yes,
improve your
yes.
English, right? And because English is part, it's like already in curriculum in your country. It's like a part of your everyday life. you know?
Yes, yes.
That's why I read that there is dialect. Like for example, Bislis is Bisaya and English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
Taglish is
Yes,
Tagalog
yes,
and
yes,
English.
yes, yes.
So is it mixed Tagalog
Yeah,
and English? Mixed
Yeah.
English?
I think yeah, especially in like in our everyday lives, if you use just straight Tagalog, it
Mhm.
what do you call that? It sounds so formal. It sounds so like you're like speaking in like in a formal event, but like most of the time teenagers like us or even youngers use Taglish because sometimes there are just words that you cannot translate
Can
in
you
Tagalog.
give me a sample Taglish?
Wait. It's quite difficult. Like for
Mhm.
example, pupunta ako sa mall later. So,
Okay.
yes, pupunta
Good
ako sa mall
way.
later. So, in the translation is I will go to the mall later. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so we sometimes just what do you call this? Like some words are like in English and some words in Tagalog or in Bisaya. How can you in kapisnan? Like or like for example in makaon
Makaon kami later.
Okay.
Makaon kami later.
What
It's
does that mean?
translated to English like we will going to eat later.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you wanna give example using Taglish, Tagalog and English.
And siguro yung Bisaya for you.
Yeah, or Bisaya in English. Are you using Bisaya as your local language?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, I see.
Ano
Mhm.
ba? Ano ba? Wait.
Bisaya is
Bisaya.
is it Bisaya name of region too?
Oh, okay.
Bisaya is just like what they call that is like what they call the general term, but there's so many like dialects in the Bisaya, like for example Capisnon, Ilonggo, Akyanon, so many. So it's like the general term, but if you like look into it, it's so many. Even like
Okay.
same provinces, different dialects.
Okay, so Cha and Ju, your local language is Tagalog.
No. Actually, the two of them are local Capisnon, but I am from Manila originally.
Okay, what your local language?
Is
like a
currently in Capiz is called Capiz.
Yes, Capisnon.
Capisnan, but you talk in
Kiligay.
Bisaya too.
No, so Capisnon is part of the Bisaya.
Oh,
okay.
I see. Got it. Mhm.
Okay. So me, I am from Manila originally, and then I just moved to Capiz, but they are born and raised.
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Capiz.
See, I see. Okay. Talk about it's really fun talking about languages.
Yes.
You know, you guys, it's really fun. And because since we are here in library, there are books. There are books. Maybe our friend in YouTube didn't see that there are a lot of books here because we're in a library, guys. Because and the YouTube channel we use it. We shoot this podcast in YouTube Perpustakaan Unikal. It's Unikal Library YouTube. So we're gonna talk about literacy, about book. It's
Okay.
gonna be fun. Do Filipino like reading?
Yes, I think I think we really like reading, but currently like teenagers, I think one of the most one of the things that like what they call that, converted teenagers into readers is like Wattpad.
Yes,
Wattpad, yeah,
Wattpad,
it's
okay.
very Wattpad is like a website wherein like yeah.
Wattpad.
Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
know that. I read
Yes,
that
yes.
too when I'm still in senior
Yeah,
high school.
yes,
Junior
yes.
high school, I read
Yeah,
Wattpad.
yeah. Wattpad is like I think like few years ago Wattpad is like main cause, but right now I think TikTok is also also
Mhm.
contributing to like converting like teenagers into readers, because I
Mhm.
see some like students younger than me, and like I ask them, oh, where did you find this book? I find it on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok give a lot of
Yes.
book
Yes, yes,
recommendation.
yes.
Yeah. So in Filipino they have culture of reading book, right? What is it? The government doing something to improve the culture in reading?
I think I think not much like government push, but I think social media is like a big tool in like encouraging like teenagers to read, because honestly, like for personal experience, if you tell teenagers like read this book or do something, they won't do it. But if they like if they see it and like their like for you page in TikTok, like and then they see their friends like comment, like I like this book, and then like they will be curious, and like that's that is like the beginning.
Oh yeah. I get it. That is a good culture. I think it's
Yeah.
good environment in a Filipino. They share each
Yeah.
other recommendation,
Yeah.
each other what they read,
Yeah,
something
yes.
like that. It's good. But it's kind of it makes me jealous. It makes me envy that you guys in Filipino, you guys already have good culture in reading. But because in Indonesia, the culture in reading is so low. The percentage of reading is 0.001%. So it's really low.
Oh.
So in 1,000 people, only 1% that like reading books. So it's so low. So that's why we are doing here in library. We sometimes doing something to improve, to increase the culture in reading. Doing something like that, since like reading is so important, right?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's make you like a problem solving, critics, something like that. And maybe you guys can tell me what's your favorite to read? What's your favorite book? Maybe.
Okay. For me, I don't think the recent book. Because to be honest, I was really busy this past 2 years because I was part of the the student council in my campus. So I was really like busy with schoolwork. So that's why I haven't like read books. But like the most memorable book I've read for the past 2 years is like Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami.
I know
Yes,
that.
yes,
Kafka on the
yes,
Shore is
yes.
so good.
Yes.
And Haruki Murakami are so. She's so.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. So the reason for me that is like actually that one was like required by my teacher, like part of like our assignment. So I didn't really expect anything on that book, but I was really like intrigued with the way that the structure of the book, because like the first like the I correct me if I'm wrong, like the odd chapters are like for the first character, and the the even number, right, is like for the other character until only a certain point, and like that really amazed me, because like how did he write that?
Yeah, that's it. That makes Haruki Murakami are so great. Yes.
Yeah, then that's why I'm really like kind of sad, because I was so busy, I was not like able to read his other works. But yeah, I was really impressed with that one, because like how do you do that, like his POV and then it switches, but it makes sense. It actually makes sense, because I think if other like authors like tried that, it's really quite difficult to achieve, especially like in the ending. Honestly, I don't agree with the ending, but I really like the structure of the book.
How about you? What you really like to read? I mean, like reading is not about books, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we just read everything, read journal or something like that. What you really like to read, and maybe if you have favorite book, maybe you can tell us what is your favorite book.
So there are many books that I've read already, and I'm also fond of reading Wattpads. And yes, I think He's Into Her is one of the popular book titled the book in the Philippines, and it have already a live adaptation in our country.
What is that? May I know?
I think it refers to like work. For example, if there is a book and like there are actors,
Uh-huh.
there are actors, so they just adapt it into a movie or
Oh
into a
yeah, I know.
series.
Sometimes
Yes,
we do that too in
yes, yes,
Indonesia.
yes.
Yeah.
I've also loved reading web novels and
Uh-huh.
also comics. I think I recently read about solo leveling. I think
Ah,
solo leveling
solo
is
leveling.
actually a
Oh.
very popular comics right now.
Mhm.
It also have an anime. It also have a web novel. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's up to you what you want to read.
Mhm. How about you then?
Um, I usually not into reading books, but I when I first saw the Book of Mates, you know that book for the players who wants to learn chess. Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I started reading the Book of
Oh
Mates.
yeah, we need one book to make us really, really like
Yes,
reading, right?
yes.
Mhm. Is that your recommendation book to us to read?
Yeah,
For-
also watch read some novels and comics also.
Ah, I see, I see. You, how about you? Is it from Haruki Murakami? Is your recommendation to us?
Yeah, I think so. For me, I'm like sometimes I have this habit when in sometimes like I really like the book, but when I'm like like busy, sometimes I forget, and like it's really hard to go back in the book, especially if you forgot like half of the details. But
True.
with that one, like I finished that in like 2 days. I was just like if I have free time, I just go and read until I finish the book, and I'm like I really like the kind of book, so like makes you focus and like makes you,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's the best feeling for me in reading. Like you're so focused, you sometimes just forget the time because you are really enjoying
Yeah, you
what you're
really
reading.
come to inside of that
Yes,
book.
yes,
You're
yes.
really
You're immersing
into that
this
word.
Yes.
That's what I like about reading. And sometimes after we already read that book, we like, where am I?
Yes, yes,
Where am
yes.
I?
I sometimes encounter the times when like I started reading in afternoon and then just and I question why is it so dark in my room already, and
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
go and I see it's already night.
Yeah, I think I just from different world.
Yes, 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 yes.
I see, I see. So, is it your favorite genre? Is what your favorite genre
Honestly,
to read?
I'm like the type of person like not specific genre, but if it catches my interest, I just
Mhm.
read it.
Oh yeah,
But
so
yeah,
it's
I
not really
think
specific.
but I think like yeah, for me like honestly I have like hard time remembering books or plots, but I always remember the feeling, and I think
Ah,
yes,
yeah.
I think I prefer like novels so like great dialogues, like banter with characters. So like
Mhm.
I really like reading, especially I think it's also a sign of a great writer if they can write dialogues entertaining, because I think like what do you call that, like books, they are like really like people stereotyped in like, oh my god, long descriptions of like the
Mhm.
backgrounds and like
Mhm.
long chapters or like lore. But I think if the book has like great dialogue, I think also it makes the characters stand out more.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. How about you? What your favorite genre?
So my favorite genre is action and romance.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I don't really care about genre. I just love books
Uh-huh.
if their plot is very good. I've also heard from you that you also immerse yourself when you are reading. That's
Uh-huh.
also happened to me. You are going inside the
Mhm.
book and you are one of the characters that
Yeah,
you
that's
Yes,
right. That's what I feel.
yes,
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 Yeah,
yes,
I'm being one of the
yes.
character.
Yes.
I mean, like I feel like I'm seeing everything that in that book, the feeling, the vibes, everything in that book.
Yes,
I
you are
love-
feeling what the character are also
Yes.
feeling it. I actually really love that part.
Yeah. Reading is so fun, guys. You have
Yes.
to read too. You have to experience what we experience,
Yes.
right? Right. How about you, then? How about you?
Actually, about the genre, I'm not into genre also. But if when I saw some book that caught my attention, and when I see some what you call that pages and also the plots,
Mhm.
when it makes me wants to read, I will
Oh
read
yeah,
that also.
you like that kind of book, right?
Yeah, yes.
So, by the way, the book recommendation from three of you, is it the writer? Is it from Philippines?
I mean Haruki Murakami is
He's from
in
Japan. He's
yeah
from Japanese.
yeah. But I think in Philippines, for me, it might it might seem like what do you call it, boring for Filipinos. But I think Filipinos should read No Limit Tangere, anything. I mean works of Jose Rizal because it's actually like part of our curriculum, and so okay, it's
So
part yeah.
the book is part of curriculum.
Like for example in like here in in Indonesia you have like the subject of Bahasa Indonesia,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
So like part of like sometimes in our like activities or like assignments, like read this part of like this book of our culture. And sometimes I think also I encounter like they stereotype it as like boring, and you know like I mean there are parts that maybe like teenagers cannot relate, but I think it's also important to know that why this book become so famous, and also like so part of the culture, like they are in our curriculum. And I think there are many lessons to be learned. So I think if you are interested, maybe because stories or books in general give us a window to the culture of, and also the period that also the every book is set in. So like yeah, for Filipinos, yeah, works of Jose Rizal, they are good.
Rizal is our
Yeah, national hero.
in the Philippines.
What?
Jose Rizal.
Is it the name of the
Yeah,
book?
yeah, it's the name.
Who's the author?
Yeah, his name is Jose Rizal.
Oh,
Okay, Rizal is our national hero. So he,
Oh.
yeah, he is. Yeah, that's also one of his biggest contributions. Is like, and also like what set him apart is like because he uses words to fight for like in our like history. His words are his became his yeah weapon.
yeah. I think a lot of people in Philippines are so great and becoming hero in their country. For example, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao,
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
And then Bella Poarch.
Oh yeah, you sing. Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a good singer.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
her song, and her TikTok is so
Yeah.
good. You know that, right?
Yes,
The
yes,
TikTok
yes, yes, yes.
is so cute. How she come with the idea?
Yes,
It
yes,
makes
yes.
her really famous. Yeah, I mean, like before I doing podcast with you guys, I've listened to Bella Perch podcast, and it's so fun. She's so beautiful and fun. I like it. And talking about curriculum, talking about literacy and
Yeah,
book,
okay.
and how's the library in your university?
I think so far, since our university is actually quite old, so originally our university is made out of different like colleges. So like they are like unrelated, but it's starting in 1980. It became Panay
1980.
yeah.
That's so old.
Yes. Panay State Polytechnic College. So that is the original like first name of our university. So and then we combined from other like colleges, and until it became in 2004 Capiz State University. Last year we actually just celebrated our 20 years as CAPSU. Yeah, that is the shortened name of our university. So here in Universitas Pekalongan you call Unikal.
Unikal. Yeah, I know about
Yeah,
Capsu. They
Capsu.
call it
Capsu. Yes,
Capiz
yes, yes.
State University.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I see. Do you guys enjoy so much in library?
Yes.
We enjoy so much too in library. I mean, like there are air conditioner.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
cool.
yes.
And the books. I mean, like we like reading books. Do you guys ever feel like when you smell the books, it's so
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
so refreshing.
Yes.
It's so relaxing. Okay. Oh yeah. There are books that I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to recommend too. Oh yeah. It's book. It's called Bumi Manusia. In English it means manusia apa ya? Human Earth. Yeah.
Oh.
Human Earth. And it's the writer is Pramudia Anantatur, and the one is Rumah Kaca. It in English is Glass House. Glass House. And the writer is Pramudia Anantatur too, the author. And actually, it's like a tetralogy. It has 4 books related to each other, like when movie is season 1, season 2, season 3, something like that. You know. And this book is so good, guys. Like Pramudia Anantatur is the biggest author in Indonesia. He ever got the nominee of Nobel Prize. You know. In 6 times, she got the nominee for Nobel Prize. for like 6 times.
Wow.
Why it's so great? Because he write this book when he's still in jail.
Oh.
Yeah, in like a darkest time in Indonesia, dark time, something like that. That's why it's so fun. Maybe you guys wanna read this in like in a Tagalog. Maybe I think it's already in translate to Tagalog too, because this books already translate to 40 languages.
Oh.
That's why it's so famous, even like in other country. Pramudia Ananta, and we have a lot. We have sometimes like a bestseller book too that people like to read. You know, for example, a book by Andrea Hirata. He's a great author too, or philosophy terrace. Learn about Stoicism. Do you know Stoicism?
Okay. I have about.
Yeah, it's like just don't care about what other people saying. It's just like mind your business, something like that. Just
mindset.
we control what we can control. Don't overthink something that we can't control. You know,
Okay.
it's a good book. It's a self improvement and it's a novel too. It's from Tereli. Tereli is so good. But actually, this is my favorite. My favorite author by Dewi Lestari. Dewi Lestari. Here's her real name is Dewi Lestari, but her other name something like that, Dewi Lestari, and it's about supernova. Supernova is like
Supernova.
supernova, like a galaxy, something like that. Yeah, it's really fun novel. It's my favorite genre is novel. Oh yeah. Okay. I think we already talked so much, yeah, guys, and is it already nearly almost 1 hour? Is it? Yes. I mean, like it's so fun. It's so enjoyable talking with you guys. So it's I don't know that it's nearly almost 1 hour. So can you tell me, guys, about what's your schedule for today? Maybe can you tell me about what's your day today?
Okay, so before we arrive here, I just finished my what do you call this? Being a teaching assistant in SMK Medica. And how about you?
So in my case, after arriving at SMP Negeri 4 Pekalongan, the students and the teacher were exercising. So I've also participated in their exercises. And then after that, I've observed some classrooms, and then I go to Cha and Daniel's school to observe both of them as well as the students. Yeah.
So today your schedule is teach in school.
Yes.
You to them.
Yes.
And
How about you?
okay. Yeah, the time is gonna be up 2 minutes again.
Already?
What do you mean 2 minutes again? We enjoyed so much.
Yeah.
Shock right now. 2 minutes again. What do you mean? We enjoyed so much. Okay. Before we close our podcast, before we end our podcast, I think like you guys in here for like next week, right?
Yes.
For 2 weeks again.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed so much
Yes.
here. And thank you for being here. I enjoyed so much. And thank you guys for watching. And yeah, in our podcast too, in second episode, I hope you enjoy it too. And we have salam literasi. Salam literasi, it means like what is salam literasi in English? Yeah, it's like this.
Okay.
Yeah, salam literasi.
Salam literasi.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Salam
Salam literasi. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. There goodbye in Philippine is palam na.
Yes. Paalam. Paalam.
Oh, paalam.
Yeah, like the casual is like
Oh,
paalam.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Paalam.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later, alligator. Bye bye. Okay. We got